First, let's talk a little about calculations in Excel. Here I have a spreadsheet, and when you want to do formulas, you start with an equal sign. There are some automatic formulas such as auto sum, which is just outside of the picture, but it's up top. And if you click on it, auto sum will then make a suggestion. So here it is suggesting that I want to add up C2 to C4, and I do, so I hit enter. Now if you take a look at that and I double click, it makes a blue box showing me what I'm adding together, shows my numbers in blue. I'm going from C2 to C4. If I wanted to just add two numbers, I could say equal, point to this, plus sign, point to that. I hit enter and there's my equation. So I'm adding E2 and E3. I can do that with multiplication, I can do that with division, times, or I could say, so that's the basics of putting in a formula. Now if I copy a formula, Control C, Control V, now it's adding F2 and F3, and it's still getting 7 because there's a 7 there. I'll copy this one more time, and it's adding in that 7. Suppose I copy it down. I want to see what it's adding, I just double click. Suppose I wanted to have a column of numbers, and I wanted to multiply each one by 2. I could go equals times 2 and copy it down, or another way to do it is I could have the 2 somewhere, like there, and I could say equals that times, and I go up to this 2, and I want it always to be this 2, so I hit F4. Notice how it's put dollar signs? $G, $6. That's a thing called an absolute reference. So even when I copy it, so here I'm doing F8, and then the next one would be F9, and the next one would be F10, but you'll notice the G, $G, $6 doesn't change. If I highlight it, you can see what's being multiplied. That absolute reference lets you lock something in. Another way to do it, let's multiply by 4. I'm going to name this range, right click, define name, I'm going to call it multiplier. And then I can say equals this times multiplier, and see how multiplier showed up? So I can pick it, and then when I copy it, this is a very good way to document a spreadsheet using this named range. Say you were multiplying things by a sales tax. This named range would help you understand that. So that's just a little bit about calculations. Then I'm going to make a second video for you about the auto functions and a video about the drug calculations. I'll be back soon.